when I was listening to you in the branding, and I had already said like, oh yeah, great, I'll be on your podcast. But what I appreciated is vulnerability and authenticity. And I think that those are two of the superpowers that we have in recruiting to actually open up real conversations.
We are at Talent Sphere 2026, and we are with Bridgette Corridan. Is that right?
Yes, that's
Hi,
right.
Bridgette.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about what made you decide to come to Talent Sphere this year.
Well, I like to claim to fame. I got both Krista and Natalie their very first jobs in recruiting however many years ago. Yes. So I was very early part of Talent Collective when they were starting to think about it. They came to me and said, hey, we're going to have this launch event. Will you be on a panel and talk about what you do? And I said, definitely. And so it's been I'm just in huge celebration of these two tapping into wanting to create a community for women to come and be supportive and ask questions, help up-level each other to be better advisors and business people, and have more authentic conversations with people because they're able to do that in their jobs. And so I'm here because I'm actually doing a couple of speaking things. I'm doing a sound bath tomorrow at the end of the day. And, but I want to always be here to support this incredible event. So that's what brought me.
Wait, that's amazing. The sound bath in particular is Lorna was drawn to this event. If you could make an event for her, a sound bath would be a part of it.
Perfect.
So do you do that like in your spare time?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want me to give you a little history? Okay. Yes. I'll give you the high level version. So I've been a talent for over 20 years. Started on the agency side, started coaching on the side, then went in-house, build up global teams. And that through that whole process, as I was on discovery kind of myself in the working world, I realized that I was kind of missing out on like diving into myself and what I'm here for, what's my purpose, and what am I really here to do? I mean, the through line in everything I do is how do I create opportunities for humans to further expand, whether that is through a sound bath or a new job or a coaching opportunity. Yeah. It's allowing them that opportunity to expand and be the brighter versions of themselves. So sound healing came through me rediscovering my voice. And I had two little kids at the time. They're now 15 and 18. I realized I wanted to model for them that if something is exciting to you, just follow it. So I started writing music and recording it, which surprised me.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And I put an album out into the world. And so I was like just getting used to kind of owning my voice again. And then that transitioned into, wait a second, I'm now starting to chant and use my voice as a healing instrument. Very tied to a lot of the like spiritual work that I do. So it was incredible. And the sound healing came out of then starting to go, oh, I think I'm supposed to use this. So I use bowls and what have you. And I don't want to be anything less than all of me anymore. So I now bring all of that, the consulting, the business strategy, and the sound healing all together.
Yes.
Everywhere I go.
I'm in love.
Because
that is so cool.
You get a better version of me when I'm not trying to be a contracted version of myself.
Yes.
Right?
That's really wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's such a good message for young professionals to hear and to think about, because it does feel like hustle culture and all of that. And when you start out, sometimes you can feel like you're in a rush to go where, to do what.
Right.
And it sounds like you found what really helps keep you grounded and makes you feel like a whole person. And
well, my biggest fear before I kind of put Sound Healer on LinkedIn, because that always feels like when I'm coming out. Like even when I like, like I was like, been on LinkedIn for as long as it's been around, actually, was that C-level leaders would think, who does she think she is? Claiming healer, the word healer, right? And what I found that's been so incredible and somewhat surprising is that it's men, a lot of times the first thing they want to talk about. Tell me more about that. What is that?
Yeah.
So I would encourage anybody listening to this, like the more that you can get clear on who you are, what you value, and how you want to show up in the world, just own that. Just own that, be that, and the right people will find you. And the people who think you're crazy will not want to work with you, which is great.
And that's not your people anyway.
No, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Match.
Oh my gosh. I really love that so much. And as you were talking through that, I was starting to think about how good of a reminder it is for people to know that the term quote unquote professional or professionalism was determined by such a small minority of people at the top.
Right.
that are nothing like the majority of us.
No.
And so to be able to expand your professional world and share that with people, it allows other people to do that too.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And you get to play with the idea of, what if I don't have to contract? What if at some point, right? Because I mean, in my 20s, I didn't know any better. I hope my kids know better. I hope they learn earlier than I did that you don't have to keep being a chameleon to shift who you are based on what you think your boss or person you're dating or whatever. I mean, it goes across the board.
Name,
Yeah, exactly. That if you just spend some time with yourself and fall in love with yourself, that ultimately you just being that law of attraction, right? It like gives the universe the clues to be like, okay, bring this, bring this, right? And it just feels easier. So, I mean, I hope my kids have this toolbox when they leave. I mean, one's 18 and I'm like, what else can I do?
Exactly. Right. Off you go. But they'll be, hopefully our children will be further off than we were at that age.
That's what I hope, right? I know. All I hope is that maybe you figure out they were mistakes earlier than I did.
Right. Yeah. That's all we can hope for. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all we can hope for. So then, I guess, what are you hoping to leave here with? What connections are you hoping to make? What information do you want?
So the reason that I love talent and have stayed in talent is because of the humans, right? And so I think COVID was a good example of how much we realized that we really missed each other when we were forced to not have each other. And so all of these opportunities is it an opportunity to come and connect with humans live? And just trusting that if that is the case, then how are we going to support each other to shine and expand going forward, right? So for me to be here, it's really about connection. And it's about being able to do all of the things I love to do, right? Come in and I'm going to lead a panel on technology tools, right? And we're going to have those conversations and break those down. And then I'm going to do a sound bath. And so it's really about connection, not only and mostly to yourselves. Like that's what I want to try and help people is just get back in there and hear what it's telling you. Because in the jobs, in the world right now, to be honest, it's really noisy.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to just get pulled into the storm. And just be in it and go, I have no power, I have no power, I have no power. And so sound healing or meditation or breathing can just bring us back in and go, all right. Where am I going to come from now?
In our yoga class this morning, the instructor said this, which I've heard before, but I bet you have, but it will hit and hopefully hit with other people that are listening, that the one thing that you have when you come into this world and when you go out is your breath. It's the only consistent throughout the whole cycle. And so to really cherish that and to, honor it is really, really important. So I love that you brought that up. I think it's really important and really cool. Yeah. I feel like we're in a therapy session.
I know, and I love it. I was kind of staring off. I'm like, God, I feel so good right now. Yeah. If I wasn't laying down like I am now, for sure. Okay, so you've released music. You've started sound bath healing. What's
also consulting.
It's all, consulting, the obvious, and thank you for bringing that up. Yes, what we're here for. But what's going to be next? What's your next scary, exciting thing that you're going to be putting yourself out there for?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm kind of in it right now.
Yeah.
And I always love that when I'm like, I'm in it. I'm stretching. I'm feeling that. So after years of either having to work for organizations or consulting as myself, I co-founded a consulting company that mostly focuses on HR and business operations transformation. The really special part of it is that the woman I initially co-founded it with had started a nonprofit that was really close to her heart. And it supports people to leave abusive situations with wraparound services. So on average, it takes people 7 times to leave any sort of abusive situation. And with these wraparound services, they're getting out in 1.4.
Dang,
so it's this incredible thing that she created. Then we connected and she was really intrigued by the sound healing. She said, I feel like this would really support, survivors. And I'm like, oh, it does. 100%. Let's talk more. So we started from a healing perspective, thinking about how do we layer that on along with legal advice and financial help and all of these things and housing, all the things that are tough to get somebody out of a situation. Where's the healing component? Where are we helping them truly heal this? And so we then She was a chief people officer. Our other co-founder has been in HR for a long time. I've been in talent. Together, we were like, well, this is what we know how to do.
Yeah.
And we built a consulting company called Hive Smart. The nonprofit is called Hive Strong. The profits of Hive Smart fund Hive Strong. So we've created a social enterprise in essence. And so for me, this next step is owning being a leader. What's the sort of container I want of the leadership team, using all my own practice by myself and then saying, oh, I have more compassion for leaders now. It is hard. And it isn't always black and white. I mean, it's never black and white, to be honest. And what does that then look like? And what's the leader I want to be? And continuing to just keep being curious with myself and curious with others so I can keep expanding into the sort of leader that at times, to be fair, it's easy in organizations to look at the top and say, you're getting it all wrong. But when you're there yourself, that's good. It makes you have more compassion. Not to say that there aren't things that people could be doing, but here's what I would like is to learn how to continuously create a really clean container as a leadership team and then teach that.
Sure. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, if you start a woman army and want to march into any battle, I'll come with you. Okay.
Okay, good.
You've got two.
I mean, we're in.
Chanting. We'll be doing some yoga stretches in our army.
It'll be a very peaceful army.
It'll be the most peaceful, calming army ever, but I'm in. I'll be marching right along with you for sure. Where can people find your authentic self?
Thank you. So you can find information about Hive Smart and Hive Strong online. Will you guys have notes in the?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you can put them. I'll send those to you.
Yeah.
You can find different guided meditations for me on my website, which is bridgettecorridan.com. Some of my sound healings, and then we're going to be sharing those on the Hive as well. And then I'm starting to share more things on Instagram. And then I heard you guys talk this morning about TikTok. So I was like, okay, I got to just start doing that.
Hearing who you are, hearing some of your story, getting on there and do it. Like if I came across a sound bath TikTok, I would close my eyes and I would be in.
You're like, I'm in.
So
30 seconds.
I mean, you would draw me in. So I haven't seen that. So
yeah, it's in my algorithm occasionally.
Yes. I will be poking you for that and making sure that we see more from Bridgette.
Accountability, right?
Yes.
And so that feels a little stretchy for me. So great. Then I lean in, right?
Yes.
And I go, all right, how do I want to share this? So.
Well, can't wait to see more things from you, Bridgette. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Fun.
And I'm so excited that you're both going to come to Sound Healing tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I couldn't keep Lorna away, honestly.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And we'll have a little mindfulness session at the end of the day. That's like a little wrap up. So we got little pieces. So
okay.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of the conference.